So I decided to rewatch Boruto. Today I'm breaking it down, I'm recapping what happens, and I'm roasting the shit out of it. But if you like the video, or even if you don't, hit like, subscribe, and time to go dumpster diving.
Check this
Episode 1 opens with the destroyed Leaf Village. Boruto versus Kawaki. Hokage Monument wrecked, Naruto apparently gone. When this came out, this was a scene that actually hooked everyone, including me. It's dark, gritty, and genuinely cool. For the first 30 seconds, it actually looks good. We even see Boruto has some cool arm tats and a dojutsu that never existed in the previous series. Seems dope, right? Well, they basically tell you to go fuck yourself because not only are they starting all the way back at the Ninja Academy, they are all kids younger than the first 5 episodes of original Naruto. If you're going to make a series that's a sequel to the original, you're going to experience pacing issues if you start too early because most people watching it, if not all, already have an idea how the ninja world and power systems work. Starting this early already felt like they were trying to pad the series to make it as long as Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, which is already terrible. Naruto came out in 2002 and ended in 2017. That's 15 years. Naruto was everyone's childhood growing up. Now we are old, bitter adults living paycheck to paycheck with back pain issues and a low tolerance for bullshit. I'm not watching another 300 episodes of
Shadow Clone Jutsu!
and unless it's Naruto. Anyway, back to Ninja Elementary. We meet Boruto and Shikamaru's son, Shikadai. And honestly, it's okay, it makes sense. Kids whose parents are friends usually end up friends themselves. They talk about their first day at Ninja Academy before they separate, and Boruto passes by an alleyway where Denki, is getting bullied and Boruto has to save the day. This is where we hit the first thing I hate. Why is Boruto using shadow clones? Don't give me the his dad used it excuse so he taught him and the techniques get passed down in clans argument. Boruto already looks like Naruto, and you're going to give him the exact same signature move, the same fighting style, the same trick? It doesn't even make sense. If the justification was it was taught to him because it's a great cheat code for an Uzumaki with a huge mana reserve to improve exponentially like Naruto used in Shippuden, then makes sense, but no, we get, hey, look at Boruto, he uses shadow clones. He's just like his dad, but worse. We couldn't invent something new, like, we're basically following Naruto, except we're starting out even earlier than we did in the original series. And here's the thing, even if you do want to give Boruto the same abilities as his dad, you can still make him unique in his own way, even using inherited abilities. For example, in the spin-off series Solo Leveling Ragnarok, we follow Jinwoo's son Suho. He starts to inherit the same abilities, but it's different in how he uses them. Like his commander's touch, instead of using it on one object, Suho uses it in different ways, like using it on multiple objects, turning it into a ranged ability as well. Or when it comes to fighting with shadows, instead of fighting with numbers, Suho turns them into weapons. It's just an example of how you can take abilities from one series and still make it unique in a spin-off. And then Denki, one of my most hated characters in this entire series. He's a bullied tech kid, he has a rich, overbearing dad, he doesn't want to live up to his expectations. It's not a terrible concept, it's just executed in the most Saturday morning cartoon way possible. We go home and meet housewife Hina, which I don't even hate. It's fine, it makes sense, they're in a world, it's peaceful now and all, but Boruto immediately goes full teenage Konohamaru angst and starts calling Naruto basically a deadbeat. This is the 7th Hokage, the guy who saved the world, and we're starting the series with Dad won't come home to dinner. So we're not creating anything new. We had Naruto who wanted to be Hokage in the last series, and Konohamaru who despised his grandpa for being busy with work, and all we did was flip the script. So now it's Boruto's first day at the academy. The Denki kid gets possessed by some evil entity that turns him into a cold, murderous zombie. Kishimoto must be a Code Lyoko fan because that's exactly what Xana did in that, even down to the black smoke. Boruto sees Denki possessed. This is where we get our first look at the Jogan, aside from the future scene, of course. He tries to murder some bullies with a train, and at first I thought trains in this world were kinda dumb, but the more I thought about it, it's not really that unreal. But Denji hijacks the train. And first question, who is controlling this train? Like, are the controls just automatic? There's no monitoring them at all or anything? And then second question, like, how did a bullied middle schooler hijack it? Like, are the adults so incompetent that a little kid could become a terrorist? But anyway, Boruto jumps in, and are you ready for the worst talk no jutsu you've ever seen? Boruto shakes Denki and says, you don't need your dad's approval. And that's enough to send Xana over here back to the Shadow Realm. That's it. That's all he did. So to recap, we are reusing everything from Naruto, and we are being lazy with it. Boruto then uses shadow clones, cause why not? Do you get it? Do you get it yet? This is just like Naruto, which means it's just as good, right? Right? Of course it is. Then They pull the lever and change the direction of the track, so they don't collide with an oncoming train. It gets worse. Instead of, stopping the train, Boruto deliberately drives the train into the Hokage monument, specifically Naruto's face, and announces his name in time for a roll call at the academy. It's supposed to mirror Naruto's prank, but instead of feeling rebellious and charming, Boruto is an unlikable brat. Like I said, we grew up with the characters who are now adults, like Konohamaru, Shino, and the rest of them. Now we relate with the adults, not the brat who caused trouble for no reason, which is another reason Boruto is unlikable. Naruto's original motivation for acting out was because of the deep sadness and loneliness he felt being ostracized by everyone in the village. He would misbehave just so someone would scold him. Boruto literally did this just to stick it to his dad. He's not alone, he still has his mom and his sister, which Naruto never had. This makes him spoiled. Now for the cherry on top of the bullshit for episode 1. Denki joins the academy, where he wants to learn ninjutsu so he can incorporate it with machines and technology. This becomes an ongoing thing for the series, and it's terrible. You can make different elements appear out of thin air and make yourself look like someone else, even make copies of yourself, but instead let's use it to move pieces of metal. And this episode ends with Boruto saying, "This is my story." Is it? Because so far, you copied Naruto's jutsu, Konohamaru's attitude, and even your dad's monument prank. You even copied how he beat everybody by talking him out of it. It had a strong first 30 seconds. Everything else was terrible. This is only the first example of the ongoing dumpster fire that is Boruto. Next episode, we keep going. If you like this full Boruto rewatch series, like the video so I know. Don't worry, I'm skipping filler. Subscribe if you're new. I make plenty of anime and manga content, and tell me, what do you hate the most about Boruto? Or even tell me if there's something about Boruto you actually like, because later on, if you've never seen Boruto, there's actually some scenes from this series that hit pretty hard, just like classic Naruto, if not harder. But until then, see ya.